What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. The Wolves and Grizzlies series is amazing. It's entertaining. It is peak playoffs, and I love everything about it. I want to talk about the Timberwolves, and they just tied the series up 2-2. I think they deserve a little bit of praise for, they're being the 7 seed. This is going against 2 seed that's been red hot all year long. They're for being competitive in the series and really showing that they're no slouch. Like, they can definitely win this. So before I get into it, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So let's get into it, right? Karl Anthony Towns, horrible game 3, like one of the worst games he's ever had. Foul trouble, wasn't getting up shots, just bad game. Game 4, answers the call, does literally the complete opposite of the game before. I love what he did today. I think he had like 33 points and 14 rebounds, 3 assists. My favorite part, though, only 3 fouls. Stayed out of foul trouble. He was aggressive without doing like the dumb fouls, like charging into people. Like he was gentle when he needed to be, right? But he was also physical when he needed to be, and like it really fit. And he got to the line, I think, like 15 or 16 times. It was a really, really good game by him. Great bounce back, answered the call. I love that. The dude's been through a ton. I'm a big fan of like hoping that he does great in the future. This series is you gotten both sides of him, and I think they want to go anywhere. They really need him to be this 33 and 14 kind of guy, and I think he's definitely capable. He's an insanely talented player. So love this game from him. Huge fourth quarter too, hitting threes, mid ranges, free throws. He did pretty much everything you could ask from him offensively in the fourth quarter. I loved it. Anthony Edwards, my personal favorite player on this team. I am a huge fan of that guy. Off the court, he's hilarious. On the court, he's dominant. He's has the handle, has the jump shot, has the athleticism, plays defense, does everything that you would love in a young guy. 24 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. This is my favorite part, though, of this game for him. 2 steals, 3 blocks. That's 5 impactful plays on defense that, young guys don't usually come out playing that great at defense. So anytime you get these guys doing that, and he did a fantastic job on defense, specifically with Ja Morant, because Ja Morant did not have a Ja Morant kind of game. Like, not to say he got shut down or anything like that, but life was hard. And Anthony Edwards deserves a lot of credit for that. My other thing for Anthony Edwards, he had a bunch of huge threes to like kind of calm the game down. Like the Grizzlies would get on those runs or whatever. And he would just, the Grizzlies get the lead down to 3, hits a 3, puts it back to 6. Kind of those momentum shifting plays where it like just gets the game back into flow for your team. Big shots from a young guy in his, his first playoff experiences. I love it. I love it. Good passing. He wasn't careless with the ball. And then I noticed this as well. For a young guy, he did a fantastic job kind of leading them down the stretch. DAngelo Russell did a pretty good job too. But Anthony Edwards was the one bringing the ball up, and he was just getting him into the offense, calming it down. We're not just going to rush and jack up a bad shot here. Let's not go one-on-one ISO. Let's get the team. Let's do this as a team. And they did it, and they won. Last game, they didn't do it as a team, and they lost, and they blew the leads. This game, completely different side. DAngelo Russell, I'm a Laker fan, so I always root for my former Lakers, especially the ones that were young and drafted there. I've been a huge fan of him since he got drafted. Not a huge game tonight, 10.7 assists, didn't shoot very well, but what I liked from him is he wasn't careless with the ball, limited the turnovers, and he made the right passes at the right time. There was that really nice, I don't even know if it was a no-look pass, but he kind of split the defense off, kicked it down to Jared Vanderbilt for a dunk and late in the fourth quarter. If you know that play, you know that play. Just plays like that, just getting people involved. He did a very, very, very good job of that. That pump fake is just, I'm sitting on the couch damn near jumping at it. Like, his pump fake is nasty, kicking into the right guy. Good overall game. Didn't shoot well, but, did everything that helps win games. And I think that's important. Honorable mention here, and he deserves a lot of credit. The dude got a standing ovation. Jordan McLaughlin had like 16 points, a couple steals, 4 of 4 from 3. I don't even know if he missed a shot, but he was electric. He deserved that standing ovation. Great game from him. I wanted to give him a little bit of love because he did, he's not a big name guy or anything like that, but good to see him ball out in the playoffs where they really, really needed it. Now, Anthony Edwards is my favorite player on this team, but Jared Vanderbilt is making his way up there because that dude is just entertaining to watch. He does not quit on anything. Offensive rebounds, he's going for it. Defensive rebounds, he's going for it. Clamping people up, he's trying to do it. Cutting, he's doing it. He does all the little things that you need somebody to do. And they've been, for years, they've been trying to figure out who's going to be the 4 next to Cat. It's Vanderbilt. The dude is a monster. I really love his game. Shooting isn't there or anything like that, but you don't really necessarily need that too much when your stretch 5 is Karl Anthony Towns, and he's possibly the best big shooter of all time. So, I love Jared Vanderbilt. The hustle, the defense, just the energy that he brings is infectious, and I love watching him play, even though he doesn't put up 30 a night or anything like that. I think Timberwolves fans, you guys should all enjoy him because he's one of those rare players that just doesn't quit. Another one of those rare players that just don't quit, Patrick Beverley. 17 points, 5 assists, a couple blocks. I really, really loved that from him. He hit 4 threes. It's a big deal. You need to hit those shots. Free throws, I hope those get cleaned up in the next game because, that did get a little bit sketchy down the stretch. But other than that, great defense, those 2 blocks. One of them was a chase down, just smacked it into the stands. He's one of the moral leaders of this team, where in terms of I noticed him keeping along with Ant, keeping everything kind of under control, telling Cat, hey, you got to be aggressive, but make sure just play calm, just play easy. You don't gotta bulldoze through people. Play smart. You're an exceptional player. And it's just that leadership stuff that you need. These are the guys that elevate young guys into being superstars. These are the glue guys that do it, and I think he deserves a lot of credit for it. Lastly, Coach Finch. Big reason they did not win that game 3 that they should have. But tonight, he righted his wrongs. He didn't make the same mistake twice. Called the timeouts whenever the Grizzlies would go on those 7-0, 9-0 runs and didn't let it balloon into 20-0, and then the game falls apart. Did a good job in doing that. I liked the rotations. I almost had a stroke in the beginning of the 4th quarter when none of Cat, Anthony Edwards, or DAngelo Russell were on the floor, but they survived for that minute 40. Shout out Jordan McLaughlin. But, try not to do that again. But, I liked what he did tonight, calling the timeouts, drawing up some good plays, getting everything kind of in flow. And then my personal favorite big change that I felt that they had from previous games is they hedged against Ja Morant a lot more, meaning they came out instead of switching on him. Because when you switch on a Ja, he's just going to get the mixed match, get the big guy and then just, he's going to drive, he's going to kick, he's going to pick you apart. When you hedge and everything like that, you hedge and recover, you're giving him a different look to where now he's got to pass to an option that's a lot closer. Then you're rotating and you're playing as a defense, as a team, instead of just getting picked apart by the guy because he can do it. He's been doing it his entire career, basically. So I liked that adjustment to hedge it. We'll see how Ja handles it because this game, he was not the same Ja Morant. I think I said that earlier in this video, but he was just not the same. And I think that the defense as a team they played and by individual defenders like Anthony Edwards, Jared Vanderbilt did some good jobs on it. Patrick Beverley did a good job on it. They did a very good job and they defended him without fouling finally. So I really love that. That was a good scheme switch up. I think that was helpful. This series is 2-2 though. Wolves fans, I want to know where you're at. How you feeling about this? Because you're going to get another game at home. But I hope that the Wolves players don't take that as we can lose game 5. We got one more at home no matter what. Never do that. They should be coming out game 5 just going for the throat. They got to go into Memphis. What's that? What did Desmond Bain say? Walk in your trap, take over your trap, or something like that. Whatever it was. They got to go into Memphis and try and do that because you can't just get blown out in there. You got to come in there and put your foot down. And I think they have the players to do it. They have the attitude to do it. I really want to see how this game 5 goes because game 5 is probably going to be one of the biggest deciders of the series. It's usually how it is anytime you're in a 2-2 series. Whoever goes up 3-2 wins majority of the time. I don't have the percentage in front of me, but you can Google that for yourself. Wolves fans, let me know how you're feeling about game 4, how you like the bounce back from Cat, the team in general, Anthony Edwards stepping up, Jared Vanderbilt's play in general, the coaching of this game. I really want to know. Put it in the comments. I really, really love the engagement because you guys are fans of your team and you know your team a lot better than I do. So seeing what you guys think and how these things have played out all season, always good for me and my insight. So I really, really appreciate that kind of stuff. If you want to interact with me on Twitter, I live tweet games, give out thoughts pretty much all playoffs, all regular season, whatnot. It'll be right about here down at the bottom. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed this kind of content, please like the video. Like I said earlier, I really, really appreciate that. Makes my day. All right, I'm done here. Peace.